Terial Magic back. This hasn't been here since July, and this is how you're gonna take any fabric and basically magically turn it into like a paper-like material with this all-natural, non-toxic formula that won't affect the quality of your fabric. So sky's the limit with this.
It is so fun. It's
doing anything you would do with paper.
It's like secret sauce. If you love to sew and you have been using a traditional sizing that would, you know, discolor over time, may contain sugar. This is an all-natural fabric stabilizer. It's called Terial Magic, and it is magic. Watch what it's gonna do. It's going to take a beautiful piece of cotton fabric, okay, or any fabric for that matter, that has a beautiful drape to it. It's going to turn it into a fray-free paper-like surface. You see what it, we go from soft to completely like paper, and now we can do all kinds of things with it. So how this actually works is that you're going to take you're getting 48 ounces, so you're getting the spray bottle plus the refill of this, like I said, magic spray.
Very good.
I have my fabric is damp, and you would treat it in a bucket. You could do it in the bathtub. You want to use the spray to actually coat the fabric all the way through, and then you can leave it to like air dry ever so slightly. But what I'm gonna do, I probably didn't get it on everything, so you want to make sure that it's soaked all the way through. And then what's fun is I'm going to take my Cricut Easy Press, and I'm going up a little bit. I'm going to use it. So this isn't part of the demo, but you know, as crafters, we have the Cricut Easy Press. Sure. And what it's going to do is it's going to dry that Terial Magic. See, I'm not quite warm enough yet.
So normally you would let it air dry so you can get that paper-like.
Yes, right. And then you would use this to it processes it. It makes it into that fray-free surface.
Very cool.
It's an amazing thing. So what happens, you see how it's nice and stiff on the inside now? Yes. Even my edges aren't done. But what happens is this, you're gonna like this, Michelle, because you know, as a paper crafter, I'm always thinking about how can I use this for crafting? Well, we've got it, you've treated it so that it's fray-free, it's paper-like. So now you can actually take your cutting dies and cut it, okay? So I can run this through my impress machine, and I can cut with any of my dies. I can make a beautiful card and, you know, embellish with fabric now. But if you're someone that sews, you know, you are thinking about fabric, you're using Terial Magic to treat whatever you have and any type of weight of fabric, it makes it a printable surface. This was run through, actually this is the paint, sorry. This is with a stencil, so you can paint directly onto the surface, like a stencil like this. You can paint a perfect design, and you can even run it, when I said printable, you can run it through your inkjet printer, because it will go through, because it has this rigidity to it. There's no residue, it's all natural, it's completely something that is non-toxic. So if you were printing on, say, a gauze like this, like on your inkjet printer, you can put it on your Cricut. This is a print then cut image in Cricut Design Space that has been printed and cut easily.
So can I ask you then, let's say you were to use this, make it into that more paper-like material. Let's say you're running it through your die cutting machine, but then you want it back to that fabric, you know, consistency. You can do that, right?
You rinse it.
Just rinse it.
Yes, you just rinse it. So it's an amazing experience. So like I like to, for me, again, back to the full-on fabric origami type thing. Look at this. It's an explosion card made with the fabric. All right, this is not paper, it's fabric. It can be folded and kept in the shape if you don't wash it out, all right? So then I have lots to show you. So even if you're thinking about working with fabric on your Cricut Maker, it now no longer requires the backing, any of the cotton, because once you've treated it with Terial Magic, you can put it on the mat, cuts it perfectly fray-free. Again, I made a card with it, but you're absolutely transforming the way you think about fabric with this a beautiful substance.
So what type of fabrics could we use it on? I've got Susan asking on Facebook too. She's
All
saying, I've got a
kinds.
crocheted snowflake. Could I use it on that?
You can, you can. And
yes.
you know, back in the 80s, my mom made these giant bows out of fabric that she put on baskets, and we used a particular medium that turned yellow over time. So this isn't going to yellow. It's going to make like a fabric pinwheel. You're able to transform a birthday party, you know, a banner and bunting into something that is going to last. It's going to hold its shape, and you don't have to iron it because
I mean, that's amazing.
It's now rigid.
So this is a huge customer pick. We actually have not seen this since July. What you're getting today is normally $41.45. So it's been dropped down significantly. Keep in mind, your entire crafting cart today will ship for a flat rate of $5, no matter how much is in it. And there's 4 flexible payments on this. So $7.49 will get it home. And as Anna's showing, sky's the limit to what you can do with this. Now you're transforming your fabrics to an easier material.
If we were watching a lot of embroidery today, right, with the TS, and a lot of times when you're doing embroidery, you have to back the embroidery. So with the Terial Magic, you can actually embroider with the treated fabric without backing. So you see the back of that. It is completely ready to go. Thread painting, again, you can print directly on it for color printing. You can create appliques without fraying. So this is a really nice companion to those of you that love to sew. I like to paper craft with it, but again, print it. Fabric piecing, nothing's going to fray, and again, you can wash it completely out.
I mean, the reviews I read on this customer pick, the ideas were crazy. I mean, I invite you to go there and take a look at how people love using this. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
When are you back on today? 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock?
Facebook Live at 1:30.
Fantastic.
5 o'clock for an hour.
I love it. So we will see you then. And if you noticed, we've been using the Cricut Easy Press. We have the mini version available online, like super mini.